today's matchup, we have Kong 2017 versus Zilla 1998. I know we're in the middle of the Halloween series, but I wanted to bring another monster versus video before we get back into the Halloween series. And I saw this really good recommendation down below. I know I haven't covered Zilla in a while, especially this 1998 version, but I definitely thought this was a really interesting matchup. And in this matchup, Kong 2017 is standing at right around 100 feet tall, while Zilla 1998 is standing at around 180 feet tall. Now, as far as the similarities between these two monsters, they both have long arms, sharp teeth, and they both stand predominantly on two legs, even though they have both been shown to be able to go on all four legs in a couple times in their individual movies. But another item that Zilla has coming into this battle is a spiky tail and a atomic breath, if you can even call it that. I've actually watched this back, and it is very interesting. The ability that Zilla shows to use with his mouth serves as an atomic breath, since it's technically a Godzilla, but honestly actually works more like the Mega Kaiju's ability, because you see multiple times when Zilla growls, it's able to actually move cars and send them flying down the street. And one time, fire does explode, and he's able to push the fire forward as if he's breathing fire, even though he's not. But it is very interesting. The ability that Zilla shows in this movie really is like the same ability the Mega Kaiju uses, and for this Zilla to be so much smaller than the Mega Kaiju, that's definitely very impressive. And as far as what these two have done in their individual movies, Kong was able to take machine gun fire, napalm, bites from skull crawlers, and as far as Zilla goes, was able to dodge many rockets, take a lot of machine gun fire as well, fighting out the military many times in that movie. But obviously Zilla doesn't actually fight a real threat, another monster. Really would have loved to have seen that for multiple reasons. First of all, it would just be awesome. But second of all, we get a much better reading on how much that Zilla could do in battle. And Kong was able to kill multiple baby skull crawlers in a matter of seconds, was able to kill the squid, was able to take out many helicopters, and kill the giant skullcrawler in the end of the movie. But as far as breaking this down, I think that you obviously give size to Zilla in this fight. Zilla is standing at 80 feet taller than Kong, almost twice as tall. It's not the biggest difference when you think about it, because it's only 80 feet, right? Well, but Kong is only standing at 100 feet, so it's almost twice as big. That would definitely have a profound effect on this battle. So you definitely give size to Zilla, but durability I'd have to give to Kong, and here's why. Now, Zilla was officially killed in its individual movie, and it was killed by rockets. Now, I know that Kong was able to get hurt by a helicopter blade and is dodging rockets just like Zilla, but Kong is going to have to take on Godzilla, a Godzilla from the Monsterverse, and to be able to take on Godzilla at all, I just have to give the durability to him in that aspect alone. And the fact that Zilla actually died in its own movie just by rockets in the military, I've just got to give durability to Kong in this battle. Now, speed and agility I'd give to Zilla, and this was a very difficult decision, because I know Kong is very quick, and I was honestly thinking I'd easily give speed and agility to Kong, but this particular Zilla, I'd actually give speed and agility to the Godzilla. And here's why, because I was watching it back, and I was going to say that Kong has a better ability to climb on the walls, as far as you see him climbing on the side of the mountain, but you actually see Zilla do the same thing, and has those arms to be able to climb, and is able to jump a very big amount through the sky into the water. And the water obviously has speed agility, but even on land, she's shown to be very fast, outrunning the helicopters, outrunning the military, and just moving so incredibly fast that I'd actually give speed and agility to Zilla in this fight. And as far as feats go, it has to go to Kong. For obvious reasons, Kong actually took on real creatures, other kaijus, versus Zilla that just took on the military. And then the final factor I feel that comes into this is weapons. Now, weapons is an item where Kong doesn't really come into battle with too many weapons. It's fists and its mouth. Zilla really has the same amount of weaponry, has the spiky tail that really isn't used that much, has the sharp teeth, and has the ability to move cars down the street, has a little bit of push with the actual growl like the Mega Kaiju, but really shouldn't have too much effect in this fight. But for Kong, everything's a weapon, and no matter where he goes, he will find a weapon. He'll find different weapons to rip you apart and take out the opponent. And that's what decides this fight in the end. I just don't see how Zilla will be able to kill Kong with just the bite, just the claws, and the tail. I don't see how Zilla's actually going to be able to kill Kong. So in my opinion, even though Kong is way smaller, I think Zilla is actually faster, is obviously bigger, but I feel Kong will not only be able to last the bites and the hits from Zilla, take those hits, but deliver back very hard hits. Will be able to take them and eventually find a weapon to kill Zilla. Zilla's only way of killing Kong is to bite and rip him open, and that's just not going to work. Kong is very good in close combat, and he will find a way to kill this Zilla. If it's in the city, he'll find many different weapons. If it's in the woods, he'll find weapons there. If it's his island, no matter where. In the water, this is game over for Kong. But if you're talking about anywhere on land, Kong will find a way to win this fight, find some sort of weapon to eventually damage Zilla enough and go in for the kill. And even though Kong is way smaller and a little bit slower in my opinion, just slightly, I think Kong will get the win in this fight in the end. But make sure you let me know down below who you think will win in this matchup. Definitely this is a very interesting matchup. These are two smaller kaijus, and I think it'd be really close. It'd be interesting. If Zilla was able to fight any other creature in the movie, then I might give the edge to Zilla. Hard to give the edge to her in this battle just because of the little stuff she did. I do think Kong would get the win in the end in this matchup. But make sure you let me know down below who you think will win. And thanks for watching.